Yes team, welcome back to the channel. For those that are new around here, this is a channel devoted to the pursuit of challenge like triathlon, Hyrox, ultramarathon running, 5Ks, 10Ks, whatever it is. The pursuit of a challenge in order to change your life and get living the best possible life for you, your family, everyone else around you. And this particular segment, series, whatever we want to call it, is the Cool Down Chronicles. This is where I take an idea that I've had over my session, or indeed a conversation that I've had over the course of the week, and then just break down some of my thoughts from the point of view not only as a coach, but also as an athlete, you know, as a father, as someone just trying to navigate through life. And today we're going to talk about something that is absolutely prevalent in everyone's life who has gone in pursuit of a hard challenge, and that is upsetting the household. Now, we have to remember that when you set out on the pursuit of something, okay, now that could be the pursuit of a hard challenge like an Ironman, a Hyrox, 5K, 10K, losing some weight, whatever it is. You're going to have to do things that you haven't always done, right? You are going to have to change things about your lifestyle. And it's really important to remember that when you set out on that journey, it's you that has set out on that journey, not your partner, not your kids, not your friends, it's you. And sometimes it is going to be a little bit uncomfortable because you are going to start to do things that you haven't always done. You're going to not necessarily be up for all of the social occasions. You're going to get up a little bit earlier perhaps. You're going to eat things in the house that you don't necessarily normally eat for a period. You're going to change your lifestyle, and that can become uncomfortable. But this is where conversations between your loved ones can be absolutely paramount. Like, you need to explain to your partner, sometimes even to your kids and to your friends particularly as well when it comes to things like social occasions, why you're not partaking in that, why you're getting up a little bit earlier, why you're saying no to that deliciously made pudding that your partner has put time and effort into, okay, because it doesn't quite fit in with the meal plan that you have generated. And the reason why communication is so important is it just stops that friction. Okay, it just stops that friction, you know, because if someone around you can understand why you are doing it, and we're going to talk about the why in a second, then not only can they like dismiss any internal thoughts that they have that might be a little bit negative, that might be counteracting the positive thoughts surrounding what they inevitably do feel, and that is, you know, love, care, support for you for getting after this thing that's important to you. But they can also just actively support it. You know, if you let someone know why something is so important to you, then they will show up for you in ways that you haven't even imagined. And the whole time you're thinking, oh, I don't want to upset them. I don't want to wake them up early in the morning. I don't want to not have that pudding. You know, I don't want to only have half of the portion of dinner that they've made for me. You know, I need to change my Sunday plans because I need to fit in my long session, whatever it is. If you can actively communicate that to them and not internalize your own thoughts of upsetting them, they can start to actually support you. They can absolutely support you, but they can only do this if you explain why it is important to you. Like, if you're trying to lose some body fat, don't just go as far as, I'm trying to lose body fat because everyone wants to lose fat before holiday. It's so fucking dull and boring, and it has no substance. So talk about the things that really matter. The confidence. You know, actually, I don't particularly like pictures being taken of me right now because I'm not in a shape that I'm proud of. I can't be proud of myself. I can't be proud of my body. You know, that's something real. That is something real. Actually, training for this half Ironman is really important for me because I want to prove to myself that I can do it. I then am hoping that it will open up a doorway for longevity, so that when our child is 16, 17, I am still as active with them now, or sorry, with them at that time as I am now. And then when they are 30 and 40 and having potentially grandkids of our own, kids of their own, I can play with the grandkids, I can be active. I'm not just gonna fucking grow old in a chair. I can race them up the steps of Dover Castle, you know, and actively be a part of their upbringing. Go that deep, right? Because when you go that deep, it will be a pretty shitty partner and relationship if they can't support you along that journey. But if you just go the entire time thinking, oh, I can't really get up early because the missus or my partner, my husband, like they don't like me getting up early because it disturbs their sleep. Well, it probably does, but so what? If you have actively communicated why it's important to you, I mean, that's a pretty shitty person not to support that, and I don't mind saying it. So when it comes to upsetting your household, you have to realise a fundamental truth and fact. If you get after things that you have not got after before, if you do things that you haven't necessarily done before, the potential for upsetting those around you is real. But it doesn't have to go any further than potential if you just communicate how important what you are doing is at that time. And they will jump on board and they will support you in ways that you cannot even imagine. So there we go. That's the thoughts of this episode of the Cool Down Chronicles. Please do the whole like, subscribe thing, but also comment below. Like, tell me what kind of things you would like me to ramble on about when I'm on my cool down in my turbo trainer. Until next time, thank you very much. Right, how do I turn this off?